Watching Phantasm,
Which one?
part 4.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Somebody as dumb as he is, that's gonna really mess with his brain. Or maybe Phantasm's like right up his alley.
He says he loves the first one. The second one's pretty good. I actually enjoyed the third, but it's considered the black sheep. I'm watching part 4 right now.
So we watched the Black Sheep.
We watched the black sheep. Yeah.
Because today we're talking Phantasm 3, and anybody that follows the product knows that 2 years ago, me and Tim sat down and reviewed Phantasm 1, and Tim loved it. And Tim wanted us to recreate the whole playing the Blake. Since you haven't seen it, I'll get to the point in just a second. Tim wanted us to recreate the concert on the porch between Reggie and Jody where they're playing the guitar. I don't know if you made it that far.
I did.
But Tim was like, we've got to recreate that, but I don't want Tim at my house. So we didn't do it. So maybe that's something me and you can do, Blake, and throw it in this video somewhere. Last year, me and Tim reviewed Phantasm 2. And that one was a tough one to find because you can find Phantasm 1 and Phantasm 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 or whatever, however many there are. But it was hard to find part 2. We watched it. Tim loved it. And I was like, okay, well, that's like the same kind of movie. And then this year, Tim's not out on bail yet. And you had to step in for Phantasm 3. Yeah. And I get a text from you immediately last night. And you're like,
hey, so can I tell you my Phantasm story?
Yes, go ahead.
So I don't follow the show, our show. Anything you post on the community board, I don't follow it. I'm sorry. I don't even know the list of movies we're reviewing for 31 Days of Horror, even though you've sent it out multiple times. All I know is that when I was leaving your house yesterday, you said, hey, Phantasm, we got to get it done. I said, dude, I'm ready to go. So I get home, turn on Peacock, because at the time, Phantasm 1 is on Peacock. I turn it on, and me and my wife are watching it. The movie opens up with a little in the graveyard, and I'm like, I think I'm going to really like this movie. It got me right away. Like, I'm really into it. I got to make the Richard Pryor joke to my wife. After she stabs him while grinding him, I looked at my wife and said, hey, he's and it did not get a laugh at all. I see this old man bear hug a casket and throw it in the car, and I'm dying laughing, thinking that there's a body in there. It's so funny to think about because without a body, it's still a heavy casket. And then I get to the point where this guy with a skullet,
Reggie,
is playing guitar on a porch with this this guy who looks really familiar, who looks like he's been in a ton of stuff. But it turns out he hadn't.
Hadn't been in anything. But he's got that look like he's been in anything. Anyway, I text you because you and Tim are texting back and forth. And you're like, Tim, we're about to do Phantasm 3. You in? And I'm like, wait a minute, Ronnie. Phantasm 3. I'm watching Phantasm 1. And you're like, no, Phantasm 3. So I'm like, shit. So I turn it off. Didn't finish it. Didn't even make it 15 minutes in. Turn on Phantasm 3, and I am so lost. I have no idea what's going on. I did have fun watching the movie. I do like Reggie. I like his style. I like his dreams that he has. But I was so confused. The movie ended up being background noise for me, unfortunately, because I had no clue what was going on. It did just open up with like a Friday the 13th style recap, but I still didn't know what was going on. I'm like, wait a minute. So is that the good looking kid that I thought was in a lot of stuff? Or, and then I don't know. All I know is that Reggie wouldn't make it in a Me Too environment. No, he wouldn't. They get him. And I think Reggie's in really bad health right now. So, best wishes. Yeah, not yet. This is pre-rip. Pre-rip them, Reggie. Hope you pull through.
Yeah, me too, man.
All the ladies wish it too. Blake, it doesn't matter if you'd seen part 1 and part 2, you'd still be lost because I'm lost. because I think Don Cascarelli, it's his goal in life to make these movies as confusing as possible. I mean, we start with the first movie, Phantasm 1, and it seems like it's going to be a simple monster in the mortuary movie. You know, like you said, the guy that they call Tall Man, you know, picking up caskets, probably eating those bodies, whatever. Somehow, you know, he's like, he could make it in the Transformer movement of the U.S. right now because he was a woman and then he turned into a man. He did the flip flop, like they said in Vampire in Brooklyn. That movie goes along.
I didn't get to that part where the cowgirl in the graveyard that ends up being a guy. I never made it that far.
That's at the very beginning of the movie. That guy gets killed by the tall man because he's looking at the girl, and then all of a sudden it's the tall man there.
I guess I missed that. Maybe that's when I turned around to tell my joke. I just thought she stabbed him with a sword or something.
That was after he saw the tall man's face, but yeah, she did stab him.
I tell you the part I got to. He was going to the graveyard with the same blonde, and the little brother was watching.
Yes, and the little brother ran out.
Yeah, well, I missed that. Brother's like, wow. And then the little brother in the bush is watching. He's like, wow.
Jody and Mike. Jody's the one that the older brother that you think has been in stuff, and Mike is the younger brother. Dude, this whole movie's so weird. There's these flying orbs. There's little zombies. We're supposed to think that the tall man is taking the souls of these people and putting them in these little orbs, and Reggie turns out to be a hero at the end of it when all he is an ice cream machine. And then Jody flips his car. Then at the end of it, Mike wakes up and Reggie has to tell him, "What are you talking about, Mike? Jody died a year ago." So we think maybe this has all been in Mike's head, you know, a story from because his parents were already dead and Jody was all he had. So maybe we was thinking it was like some kind of psychotic break that Mike had. And he's been thinking about this wonderful adventure or this horrible adventure, whatever you want to call it. And then he's in his room, and then all of a sudden the tall man's there, and you saw the recap. He pulls him through the mirror. Yeah. Now we go into part 2, Blake, and for some reason, I'm sure the cinephiles out there know, the original kid Mike is not in this movie. They recast with another actor, and it's all about Reggie burning down houses, killing people, blah, 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 getting girls. I don't really remember how that ended, except I think they thought they melted the tall man, and then another tall man comes through like a portal.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, and the big thing is, boy. So he would have been good in the 60s. And then the third one kicks off, and we've got the original Mike back, and he's in that house where it was, I don't know why he didn't come back for the second one. And now all of a sudden, Jody's back, looking way older than he was in the original.
Way older.
He looks awful, and you don't know if he's like a figment of the imagination of people's. I mean, he appears like one of those ball cylinders. I don't know if Mike couldn't be in the movie the whole time, if he was sick or something. So they had to replace him with another little kid who's walking around with a 6-shooter that shoots this chick that says she got from her dad or grandpa's tractor from Seinfeld.
Dude, he threw like a tomahawk to her face. And then I really like the little kid. I'll be honest. My favorite part of the movie, besides, huh?
You totally missed the Seinfeld reference.
Say it again.
The chick he throws the tomahawk at her face. That's the one that says she caught from her dad's tractor when she was.
Is it really?
Yes.
He hit her in the face with a tomahawk, and then he throws a frisbee that's got blades on it and slices homeboy's throat. Yeah, I really like the kid. I mean, he's on his own. He scavengers. Like who knows how long he's been doing this, Ronnie.
Then the other guy is from Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah.
Take the Brady Bunch upstairs. He's the main bad guy. Blake, what I didn't mention about part 2 that might make it make a little bit more sense, Reggie and Mike go on the road in that awesome car, and what's happening is the tall man is going town to town, clearing out these small towns by killing everybody, and that's the reason, like, he immediately jumps back in the car and starts trying to find them because he knows they're going town to town. Okay? Along the way, a lot of in this movie happens, Blake, that I couldn't tell you what it means. I couldn't tell you a plot point. I pulled up AI. Let's see if first we're going to go to Google AI, Blake. Okay, here we go. Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead. See if any of this makes sense. The tall man kidnaps a comatose Mike after a botched attempt at Reggie to save him, leading to Reggie teaming up with a murderous boy named Tim and a capable woman named Rocky to rescue Mike and find a new way to stop the tall man's invasion. The trio faces zombies, fears, and the tall man's growing power while searching for a way to destroy him. Culminating in a chaotic confrontation at the mortuary where the tall man is seemingly defeated by a golden sphere, but reappears to claim Mike.
Ever try vanilla?
Tim's going to hate he missed this, especially from when the Grace Jones looking girl pulls out the nunchucks, whatever they're called. And in the worst case of nunchucking I've ever seen in my life, Blake.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the end of it, same.
But she was saying how in that dream, though.
Yeah.
There's silver balls everywhere.
Mike disappears. Reggie's going to get killed again. And, the tall man grabs everybody.
Yeah. He grabs a little boy.
So I really don't know.
Cliffhanger, brother.
This is definitely what we need to do. The Phantasm series is definitely a series we need to get on Rumble.
Yeah.
And me, you, and Tim need to watch live. Just watch it, comment on it, because trying to explain Phantasm just doesn't work. It doesn't, especially when it's us, because we don't know what to say.
I really don't know what to say.
And then it went off.
That did happen. Amber said, "This is disgusting." At one point he's getting when he wakes up as a zombie. I thought that was great. I was like, this to me is perfect because this is what it was like back in the day. You could look like.
That's true. Reggie does look like crap. That hair, he is the bravest human being in the world for keeping that hair. I love it. It's like
he does have a badass shotgun, though.
Yes, dude.
Like, I would say, the time. When you think about all the cool shotguns in movies, whether it's Evil Dead or Terminator 2.
What's the cooler one than this one?
I think it's this one.
I do too.
I think this is the coolest shotgun. Like off the top of my head, I'm sure if we sat down and think, Ronnie, we could bring out some more examples. But right now, this is the coolest shotgun. Like I do like in what's the vampire movie From Dusk Till Dawn where they're doing the cross with them.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. But this is by far the coolest looking shotgun there is.
It really is. And I mean, if you're a fan of the Phantasm movies, great. I think there's 2 more. But I know the tall man's dead and Reggie's fixing to die. And I don't know why they keep not wanting to put Mike and Jody in it for the full time. I'm sure there's a story there. But
I will say this, when you're dealing with space movies or interdimension movies, whatever you want to call it.
They just throw that out of nowhere. It goes from being like a cheap looking horror movie to now this.
Yeah. You can be as weird as you want to be and stuff really don't have to explain everything, right? Because of space and interdimension, it's hey, you won't understand it because it's not of this world. So, like, I was about to say I will give them credit, but would that be considered lazy? Like,
I don't think so. I think he was going for like a trippy movie.
Yeah,
and it's hard to keep outdoing each movie. I mean, it really is. Plus, it could be a situation, Blake, where he didn't finish the script. Because, they rescue Mike out of the netherworld or whatever, and then you find out Mike's got a spear under his skin. He's not even human, so how are we rescuing him?
I never heard of these movies.
I remember seeing them at the video store all the time, but just never pulled the trigger on renting them.
What's the Ben Affleck movie that I'm confusing this with?
Phantoms.
Okay.
Reggie, you the bomb in Phantasm, yo.
I was going to say, we need to watch Phantoms on this show.
Hey,
look, I hadn't seen it since the early 2000s.
There's a chance, and people will find out tomorrow. There's a chance that some of the movies from the original lineup get booted because we don't have any money, and it's trying to make us pay. So you never know. Maybe we'll put Phantoms right there. Well, why not? We'll put Phantom. Is Phantasm 3? I mean, we'll put Phantoms in the queue, Blake. The next movie on our list that we can't find, we'll slide it in.
Okay, so real quick, because you hadn't done the rating or anything yet, you've seen the first 3 Phantasms.
Yes.
What order would you put them in right now?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Awesome.
2 is pretty good. So 3 is definitely the worst so far.
Okay. Didn't this kind of feel like a TV movie
It did.
at some points? Like I'm pretty sure we faded out a couple of times, like we were going to commercial.
We want to rate this thing or no?
Yeah, let's rate it. Now here's where the real conversation comes in, Ronnie. Is this movie better than Bloodshack?
Yes.
It is.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You didn't think so?
Well, no, I was just presenting a question because now here comes the real question. Is this better than Nightmare on Elm Street 3 or 4?
So you're trying to keep up with your ratings so you can rate it in an appropriate. No, we just look, dude. It's like that song, "Living for the Moment." Okay. Living for the moment. So I mean, tomorrow it might be a 10. Today it might be a 4.
But it's hard for me. I do not like Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4, but it's hard for me to rank this above it just because I didn't know what was going on. And I was so lost in the story. And the fact that you're telling me you know the story and you were lost.
I'm lost.
I think I got to give this a 3.
Yeah, I was going to say like a 2.7. I'm actually going below you because I have seen the first 2. And, Reggie carries the rest of these movies. And I do like the Reggie character a lot. But the story's lacking. It was just sort of like, hey, let's throw another installment in there. Like they were saving up. And that's the thing. This was sort of like, if this was a 6-episode series, this movie would have been like a filler episode with just a little bit of stuff in there, like Jody returning. Or is he really returning? Mike returning. Or is he really returning before we ramp it up for the very end? And I don't think that's how this series goes at all. I mean, I'm just saying. Cascarelli should have treated each movie like that was going to be the last one. And maybe he did. I don't know. But you leave this one, with Reggie in trouble and another kid getting sucked through the glass. So, I mean, I would say 2.7. That might be the lowest I've ever rated anything. That might have rated that and lower than Bloodshack. I don't know. I'm going to say 3.7. Let's say 3.7. Okay.
Do you think Phantasm should get the Netflix Disney treatment and have a 6-episode, 1 hour each episode TV show?
I think you could wrap it up with just one solid movie, to be completely honest with you. You don't have to get in all of the lore. You can start with something where, a kid and his brother are looking at the weirdos at the mortuary and then finding out there's zombies and somebody, doing the flip-flop on guys in the graveyard to get them to get killed. And by the end of it, you find out they're interdimensional beings and you destroy the weapon that keeps bringing them here to Earth and they're stuck in space. Roll the credits. I don't think you need 6 episodes for that. Just give me about a 2-hour, 10-minute movie and wrap it up. Then let the tall man grab them through the glass at the end of it as an homage to the original. And I think everybody'd be happy. And also they got to play the guitars on the porch.
I do like that part. Not to sound like an Indian at a spelling bee, but can you give me the definition of Phantasm?
Phantasm is a cylinder ball. It's a verb.
It's like a verb.
When he was...
Look at the adjective.
All right. What is a phantasm?
I don't think phantasm is a verb.
It's a noun.
Yeah.
A figment of the imagination, Blake, an illusion or an apparition. So all this, the whole movie just could be an illusion.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so there you go. None of these 7 movies that really happen.
There you go.
It's all in Mike's head, probably in Reggie's head.
It's definitely, if anybody's thinking about this, it's Reggie, because he's an ice cream man, Blake, in part 1, selling ice cream, slinging it. I could eat a gallon of ice cream right now, by the way.
What's the go-to flavor?
Chocolate. You know that. Chocolate. Just like Reggie. It's chocolate.
I like vanilla with pecans or walnuts in it.
I could eat that. We'll see you guys tomorrow.